Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Inkslayer Artshow.
Yo.
How are you guys doing today?
Let's get that chat.
Boom.
Oh, no chat yet.
Nope. So let's put the music on. In the background. So, how you been doing, Beacon?
Good. Been listening to some audiobooks lately.
Oh yeah, like what?
Left Behind series. It's a religious thing based on the end of the world.
Oh, yeah?
12 books in the series. I am on the 12th one. So, I'm actually in a, they did one book after the main series finished. But yeah, it's been pretty good. You know, the 11th book had a rocky start because that was supposed to be like about the Battle of Armageddon.
Mm-hmm.
They spend the first half of the book, you should have some good guys die off. That's for sure. But they should be making the deaths meaningful. The best way I could describe it is they are belly flopping into the arms of the enemy.
Okay.
So they got all these safe houses because it's the very end of the apocalypse.
Okay.
The one world government is basically like hunting them down, hunting anyone who doesn't have the mark of the beast on them. So they got a safe house out in San Diego, and they got a little periscope that they use to look out for enemies. And they see some of the enemies looking around the area. And it's like, okay, they haven't discovered the base. Keep an eye on them. Make sure they don't discover the base. So they go away after the first time. And this one character who's been in the series since the very beginning, she's one of the lead protagonists.
Mm-hmm.
The next night, just one truck comes by and parks parks somewhere over top of their safe house. So she goes outside to investigate and gets captured. And like, that's stupid. Okay, but that's one character. And then so at this time, the one world government has their base has their capital out of Babylon, and there is a curse put on Babylon that causes all sources of light to be extinguished. No one can see a thing if they've got the mark of the beast. So they're going there. So the good guys are going there to pick up their spies that are in Babylon to get them out while it's safe. So while he's in there, one of the lead characters, he's just wandering around. He sees that no one else can see. So he's basically sneaking around, getting a good view of the place. He sees the Antichrist, and he's sort of walking along, and the Antichrist is emitting a little bit of light. Just because, he's supernatural, he can do that. But it's not enough to see any more than 10 feet. So this protagonist guy, he's essentially trolling him, which I can respect. I can respect trolling. But come on, man. He doesn't die or anything, but it's like the whole time it's like, you're gonna die, dude. Stop it. It's like the world is relying on you. You're the pilot. These people who are going out need a pilot to fly this plane out of there.
He's doing his job. He's getting you captivated.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. So it's like, I kept listening, but at the same time, I'm like, oh my god, if he does one more, if a protagonist does one more stupid thing, I'm out. And then another protagonist did a stupid thing. And he's one of my favorite characters. So he had been a black market guy. So he had contacts in the black market.
Mm-hmm.
So, throughout this whole 7 years, there's all these apocalyptic things going on. Just places being obliterated, government hunting people down for anything. If you don't wear the mark of the beast, which is a sign of supreme loyalty, you'll get hunted down and executed. So he has one of his old black market contacts who's never moved, who's not gone into hiding. And he goes over there to try and make contact with him, trying to make a deal with him to do something. This guy's a known killer, heartless killer,
Okay.
who always does things to help himself. And there's bounties on people who don't have the mark. So this protagonist goes to talk to him and is like, so I'll offer you 30,000 to do this job for me. And the guy's like, well, they're offering me a bounty for 20,000, and you're already here with the money, so I could just kill you and take the money. And the guy's like, you're not getting any more out of me. The guy's like, it's like, no. At that point, you say 30,000 was just for now. You complete the job and give you another 50,000. That's what you do in that situation.
But I'll give you a bonus. That's just the first payment.
Yeah, it's like that's the first payment. You complete the job, you get
You call this the down payment. When you're done, you get more.
But no, he literally just tells this guy, it's like this guy who is like heartless killer, doesn't care about anyone but himself. He's like, no, I'm not upping the money. It's like, dude,
He's calling his bluff.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a bluff. He shot him right in the head right there. So I'm like, okay, I want to quit, but I'm already most of the way through the series. But I finished the main series, and it was pretty good, And plus the audiobook, the guy who was doing the reading for this, he did all these voices for these characters. Some of them were really good. Like the voice for the villain, or for the Antichrist, was perfect. It was menacing when it needed to be, hilarious when it didn't need to be, or kind of charming when it didn't need to be. Like, because he's supposed to be like someone who could win anyone over.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's also hilarious when it's like, in the last book when the Antichrist is defeated and he's being chased down, he's like, retreat, retreat. It's like the voice is just hilarious, and like him and the false prophet character are like basically being it's pretty much like two clown characters at that point, just being hunted down. But it's a good series, just a little rough at points. What I would have definitely done in that Armageddon book would have been like, instead, like, you want to kill off good guys, but do it in a better way than that. Like, maybe have them do a series of smaller battles leading up to the main battle. Some of them go poorly, people die. That's one way to do it. Make it exciting.
Yeah, but I think he wants to go for the unexpected.
That's not just unexpected. That's Darwin Awards. I mean, like, I was half expecting the next little segment to be someone just standing over whichever and be like, should I? Yeah, this is swan diving right in.
Oh, by the way, did you see what was happening with Henry Cavill?
He's doing a Warhammer series.
Yep.
That's going to be awesome.
And I mean, it's the fact that not only is he doing it, he's working in it, he's going to star in it, he's producing it. And I'm like, oh.
And he's a fan of it, and he hates when people do a series that aren't fans of it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to do it justice.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
And I just can't wait.
Oh, yeah. But no, there is one character whose death was pretty good in that series, though. It's this character who makes a surprise return because last you heard from him, he was in a building that collapsed in the middle of a worldwide earthquake.
Hey, you.
So when this guy shows up, he's basically mutilated. He's got to keep people from being absolutely disgusted by the way his face looks, he has this like plastic faceplate that he wears over his head. So when everyone's like being hunted down for not wearing the mark of the beast, that faceplate, you can't put that on him because he's got this. His face is mangled. There's no place to put it. But eventually they call him out on not having that. So they're like, well, do you want to go get the mark now? He's like, where are you going to put it? He's like, well, we could probably just put it on your faceplate. He's like, will that qualify? It's like, no, not entirely sure. It's like, he takes off the faceplate. He's got this big old gaping hole in his forehead. It's like, so you can put it right in there? It's like, well, come on, you've got to do it. You can put it on your hand. It's like, this hand, he's got to go stump. It's like, okay, well, we can put it somewhere else. And it's like, no, I don't want it. It's like, do what you got to do. So they take him to be executed, and everyone there is like, sort of nervous about it. It's like, so is anyone going to put a basket under here to catch my head? Because they put him in a guillotine.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the guy's taking out the control for the guillotine. He's like, come on, man, you just got to flip the safety off, and then just like telling him how to do it. It's like that was a pretty good one. But when you got someone doing something stupid, that's when you get me.
What's this on again?
It's the Left Behind series. They've made a few movies of the first book. Like they made in the 2000s, they did 3 movies. They were really low budget, almost Lifetime series, almost like Lifetime Channel movies. That was like
Hallmark.
Or yeah, it's like Hallmark movie, like that sort of like feel to it. Like it was definitely action packed. There was some deaths, there was explosions and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it just had that feel of one of those. It was like a 2000s era Christian movie. But then like Hollywood made a movie in like 2007. I think it was actually like 2014, starring Nicolas Cage. But it didn't even get through the first half of the book, and it wasn't really all that accurate. But now they're planning on doing another one that's apparently supposed to release next year, starring Kevin Sorbo.
Really?
Yeah, I saw the preview for that. I can't remember the name of the guy who plays the Antichrist in that one, but I don't think he's a good fit. But
you're expecting to be surprised, hopefully.
Yeah, ever since seeing the original series of movies, I can't picture anyone else playing that Antichrist for that series other than the guy who played him in those movies. Because he just the Antichrist in the series is supposed to be Romanian.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy looked Romanian. He looked evil. But also at the same time, he could look like, someone who's going to win people over. But the guy they got playing in this new series, I can't remember what else he's been in, but he's blonde. He's got blue eyes, sort of a. Like he always has his hair pretty short in everything he's in. Wait, let me try and see if I can look that up.
I'm pretty happy how this is coming out.
Oh yeah.
Giant robots in the back. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just realized the music was not even playing for you guys.
Oh, I didn't even notice it stopped.
And I've noticed that sometimes when you press the space bar while you're still on the window of StreamYard, it mutes what's selected.
Okay. Okay, so I'll just pull up this guy's picture. That's the guy who's going to be playing the Antichrist new series.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't. I can never picture what that guy's name is. Apparently, he's in Sonic.
Really?
Yeah. Huh.
I remember seeing his face in a lot of movies, though, or series.
Yeah. Okay.
He was in Minority Report.
Huh. Paul Blart Mall Cop. Okay. So, yeah. Yep, he's gonna be playing the Antichrist, Nikolai Carpathia.
I would have went with the guy that plays the devil in Constantine. After what you just told me, what he's supposed to look like. Remember him?
Oh, in
the movie Constantine with Keanu Reeves.
Okay. I don't know. That guy might be a little old. Or old. Because the Antichrist.
Not older than Neil McDonald.
That's true.
Dude, his name is McDonald.
McDonough or something.
I know, but still.
Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't help myself. I thought it was that was funny.
This guy would have probably been a better pick for one of the protagonists. But oh well, hopefully they get more of the series made because yeah.
Forgot to share the video. Oh, I heard a poop. Rat pop.
I clicked the wrong tab.
Thought that was Scotsman just jumping in.
Some of the things that happen in later books, I would like to see. If they got a plague of locusts that are like, they went with a literal interpretation. So these locusts, they have like, they're not really locusts. They got like heads that like have like long hair flowing out of them, human faces, but with like lion's teeth. And they got these stingers with a poison that makes you wish you would die, but you physically can't. So
that was interesting. Never heard of it though.
Yeah, it got pretty big in the 2000s.
That's pretty much when I stopped reading new novels.
Yep.
Dude, I don't know if you remember, but back then, you didn't know me back then. I mean, back then, reading novels were coming out a lot, and even Stephen King. That's when he started putting duds out and shit like that. Anne Rice and shit. Like I used to read a lot of novels until Tautos and a few other Stephen King and other thing. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Like the thing is, when you're forcing stories out just because you want to make money or because you want to have a book out, I don't know.
Yeah.
My favorite back then. I used to read everything that had to, everything I could find that had to do with the Knights of the Round Table and shit.
Mhm.
And another one of my favorite was Dumas. The Count of Monte Cristo. And the Three Musketeers.
Wound up buying a bunch of wood paneling to put on the front wall of my house because
Really?
because the previous owner they had a wallpaper up on the front wall of my living room.
Okay.
And for the longest time, I was like, okay, well, I just gonna have to peel that off and replace it at some point, or just paint that wall. I started peeling back that section. It turned out they put the wallpaper up to cover a mistake that they made.
Uh,
So it's nothing too big.
but still pretty annoying.
Yep. So
Did you see, like I saw a post of somebody that's like buy a new house, starts removing the paper wall thing, the wallpaper,
yeah,
and she found a door that hasn't been open for years. I'm like,
wow.
yeah,
Now that I'd be a little creeped out to open. It's like that's where people hide bodies. I'm out.
oh, I had one of my friend that found a trap in the floor, dude, in a house that he got,
Oof.
and then there was a box, and he found like old money and shit. Yeah,
So like,
somebody's saving probably. Yeah.
oh, I thought you meant like a trap, like to hurt people.
No, like a trap door, like in the floor, like a
Okay.
small trap door. Yeah.
Yeah, because that would be a bit of a surprise. You just walk in the bathroom in the middle of the night, fall, fall into a spike pit. But for something that's in all the video games I used to play as a kid, I don't
Mhm.
see them nearly as often as I thought I would. I feel like video games in my childhood lied to me.
But the movies lied.
What?
I love that goddamn movie. I'm probably gonna have to watch it soon. Return of the Living Dead, dude.
Yeah.
Are you telling me the movie lied? That's what I've been doing, like watching old movies.
Yeah.
Bunch of old sci-fi movies. Some I regret rewatching. Some it's just nostalgia, and some are really great though.
Yeah.
Like I like a movie called Battle Beyond Stars
Mhm.
because it's old, but it has like a space Valkyrie. It has a character that's technically the Meta Baron. Like it feels like a French comic.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a mission of a guy that goes to hire a whole bunch of mercenaries and guns for hire to save his planet. That's pretty cool. Mhm.
I was gonna get my brother this lamp for Christmas. It's it's a chicken with a light bulb going where the egg comes out.
Hmm.
I was so gonna get it for him, but it wouldn't get here in time for Christmas.
Okay. Wanted DEFCON to make a big entrance. I think that's a big entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Got to do highlights in the face part. And there we go. Oh, by the way, I got the new Spawn Batman. Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I remember
Sweet.
I had the old. I remember I had the old ones from the '90s,
Both of them?
but I had both of them. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but that's a thing. Past tense.
Had. Yeah.
Yep. I also had 10 brothers and sisters. Most of them younger than me.
How many do you have left?
I have 0 of the Batman Spawn comics left. Those didn't stand a chance.
Trust me, I know what you're talking about. My bro ruined my 2 issues of the first appearance of the Punisher.
Ooh.
It was Spider-Man, the Spider-Man thing that was in Coyote Ugly there.
Yeah.
I think it was 125. I'm not sure. The first appearance of Punisher, I had 2 copies of it.
Oof.
I came home and he made a collage with one, so he cut some things out, and when I walked in, that was already done, and he was coloring the second one.
Ooh.
You like the colors? I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, there are so many books that I remember having
What's
as
up,
a little
Coleman?
kid. Hey, so many comics that I remember having as a kid. And I'll go to a show, and I'll see one of the collector's booths, and they'll have that comic sitting up there, $500.
Yeah, mine's worth more than $2,000.
Ooh.
Telling you, did I remember watching the movie Coyote Ugly with my bro,
Yeah.
my little brother, and him when we got to the alley scene and he takes the comic out and he goes, "It's worth it. It's $2,000." Dude, all I heard was, "I'm sorry." Ooh, I'm sorry. And I pretty much lost my entire freaking action figure collection because of my kids. But at least they got played with.
Yeah.
They died doing what they were meant to do.
Yep. It's crazy to think how many of the things I had, how many of the toys I had as a little kid would be worth so much now if I had not had as many kids, brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I don't have half as much stuff as I used to, like collection wise.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I have to remember. Sure, I have to remember to go bring those books that they drop off for the award there. Yeah, I sent the for the Quebec Comic Book Award.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna send it for the Canadian one as soon as they reopen and send it everywhere. God damn it! Ooh, something's starting to smell good here. But
Yeah. Kind of sucks that this guy, even though there's no record that I can find anywhere about what he did, I also know that he is one of the three main guys in this army. So at all the scenes where it's got all the leaders meeting to do battle plans, he's going to be there. But at the same time, I don't know what sort of person he was. It's like if I knew even one thing that he did, I could base his character off of that person, off of that thing.
Mm-hmm. But you can't find shit, right?
Can't find anything. So
They erased him from history.
yeah, I've got one more place I think I can look, and it's going to be the most unlikely place for a historical record that anyone could think of. A video game. Samurai Warriors, because those games, they have like a catalog of like brief descriptions of each character that are included in the game, and they pretty much have every samurai that existed in that game, and they'll have little things written about them. So I'm going to have to unlock that guy's profile on that game, which should be pretty easy. So have to see about that one, because one thing I found out about from that game is that commander of that army,
Mm-hmm.
he had sisters. I had no idea he had sisters until I was looking at the profiles in that game. It's like, yeah, this lady is Nagamasa's sister. It's like, oh, well, that's interesting. Well, her first name's Maria. Why is that? Turns out she was a Christian convert. And apparently, the thing with Christian converts in Japan is they would change their first name to something Western when they converted.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that does give another layer to the story because having Christian converts in this clan,
Mm-hmm.
you got the main character who has dreams that are actually memories from the life of this angel. So all these, he's around all these Christian converts who are talking about Jesus and the angels and everything. He's like, oh, so he's like hearing all these religious stories and like, so like, so then the angel spoke to Mary. He's like, oh, it's like, what was the angel's name? Never heard of that one. Haven't seen that one yet. It's like, what, seen him? It's like, you've seen angels?
My dreams.
Yeah, just dreams. It's like, you have dreams of angels? I'm not allowed to say anything. Yeah, there's a little
Sim, I received a missing board from my Axis and Allies game. Let's go to war. Yeah. Maybe we could set up a night and play. Pretty sure Dave would be in.
Yeah.
This too bad Beacon lives too far.
Yeah. I think I remember in college some of my friends played that game. And they would like, is it one where it could last for weeks?
Really?
I think.
Damn.
Yeah. Like in college, we had a pretty cool dorm that I stayed at. And like they had this big lounge area that was really fun to hang out at. And they would set up that board, and they would, and they just every now and then just meet up in the lounge, run a few turns. Someone would have to go to class, and they could just keep it set up there until it became more of a general dorm, and you couldn't trust leaving something like that out.
You know what? You reminded me that I haven't gone and played fucking Dark Tide in a while. We play one that lasts for a whole weekend, and this is you take your time to beef up your troops. Okay. It's only if you really beef up your troops. Okay, fair enough. So we have to be expecting that if we play a game, you might be sleeping over. Got it. We'll do a trade. We'll send the boys at your mom's. You can have their room. The boys can help your mom while you're here for a weekend and we play. Like, we've been supposed like Dave's all in exams right now, but we've been wanting to play a D&D game soon. It's been a while. She'll be thrilled, I'm sure. She'll have people just, hang around and help her out. Check this out, Coleman. DEFCON. And some Federation ships and mechs and robots. Mm-mm-mm. Translated in English, sick. He said malade. And that's why I like to work in Photoshop like that. You can keep perfect control of what the colors are going to look printed. Mm-hmm. Something similar with Krita, where you can go like just press like a button and see between CYMK and RGB.
Yeah.
And we can't really show you, but Beacon is working on one fucking cool explosion.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
For Murder Doll, that looks sick. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go get a refill.
All right.
And I'm back. I went to get my refill. Usually I always refill my cup before the stream.
Mm-hmm. I need to order a new water filter for my pitcher thing.
Oh, me too. That's what I used to.
Yeah.
I use that for my supplement shake type of thing, or supplement gamer stuff, whatever. My kid made me try that, and I really like the melon one. It's like it tastes like watermelon and honey melon, I think it's called. You guys call it
Okay.
the green one. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to render the metal on the ships. Well, I mean, on the joys.
Yeah.
I did not tell people that it was ships. Yet. Spoiler. But Coleman, probably maybe in January we should set up like when, maybe play a game. We also have an advantage that the kids like playing those type of games too, especially the girls.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The girls that love board games. And, the entire family technically likes it.
Yeah.
Why do you think I want to make one?
Nice.
That's the entire reason why I wanted to do minis and stuff.
Yeah. Might be fun to create a Seven Legions universe tabletop RPG.
Yep.
Just got to figure out the basic system.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's got to basically just like take the basic system of Dungeons and Dragons and just apply it to my universe.
You could say it's a mix of a role playing game and the Warhammer thing approach.
Okay.
I want to have minis, and I want to have ships, and I want to be able to go in space and be on land.
Mm-hmm.
Just me and Dave were supposed to sit down and talk about it, but college is taking a lot of his time, Mr. Science guy. No, he has a big physics exam coming soon. Yeah, you didn't know we have a science guy in our The guy wants to be able to make robots and stuff like that. So,
Ooh, nice.
I kind of have to support that,
Yeah.
That's why we always said that, one day we'll make enough money and go to the U.S. and buy ourselves a ranch and have fun. But we don't want a ranch for horses. We want a ranch because we wanted to like what's their name again? They were the two guys that were doing that were doing all the experiment to test stuff. They were doing props and stuff. I just can't remember their name right now.
Oh, the Mythbusters thing?
Yeah, there you go. Just like I can't remember their name.
Adam Savage and Jamie Heineman.
There you go. Thank you. I had fucking the other Savage from the what he hears in my head. I was like, that's not him.
I used to watch Mythbusters so much that I got the names stuck in my head.
Oh, dude, I love that show. Just it's been a while.
Yeah. Too bad Adam Savage wound up being a cuck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm not aware of what happened.
I don't remember exactly, but it's been a while. But I just remember him saying some stupid shit about like I think it was like in support of like Anita Sarkeesian and all them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like okay.
I'm not that surprised.
Yeah. I'll still enjoy the show.
Mm-hmm.
Won't be too excited to meet him. Cause yeah, back when my dad used to work for Hewlett Packard, he like they would have these business conferences that you'd go to, and since HP was such a big company, they'd hire Adam Savage and Amy Heineman Jamie Heineman to do a show for him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was apparently pretty cool.
Man, I thought you were talking about why they split up or something.
Oh, I don't know if they split up or I don't know why they split up.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Something dropped. And they're probably taking out the garbage.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it past Adam Savage being woke being why they split up because I always got the impression that Jamie Heineman was sort of someone who didn't really care what other people thought of him. And Adam Savage always had that look like he really cared what other people thought.
Yeah, he's a total hipster.
Yeah.
Please step on my nuts.
Yeah, so I could see people complaining about being offended, swaying Adam, but not Jamie. Though he could be the same way too.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
I hate it when you go doing something on the wrong there.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I did that with the explosion. And I was too far along to fix it. So I'm like, well,
this is staying.
yep.
Let's do the best we can with what we have here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been there. I think it's supper time. And my door's not entirely closed, that's why. we're eating Sichuan rice and beef.
Ooh. It's been a while since I've made Asian chicken. I might have to do that sometime this week.
Mm-hmm. I want to do a beef broccoli chicken. Love doing that shit. If you don't know how, I'll let you know. It's an easy recipe.
Okay.
It's freaking awesome. You need chicken breast. Oh, okay. Let's catch up with the chat for a minute. What is he saying? Did they have the Virgin cover of Batman Spawn and crossover? I don't know. I didn't go back yet, but that's the one I want to grab too. But it's probably gonna be more expensive. I'll check. We can play up to 5 players, 3 against 2. Why 3 against 2? That's that. Okay. That sounds kind of stupid. Should be 6, no? Oh.
Oh, just remembered one of the things that kind of cracked me up about the Left Behind books. So this was early 2000s, like maybe around. It was definitely before 2005 when these books were written. So people were less offended by things. So you got one character from the country of Jordan, who's best friends with this character from Texas, and the guy from Texas always refers to him as Camel Jockey.
That is funny.
And they constantly make fun of each other. So that's a great couple of characters. My favorite of the series. I was just like, whoa. Oh, yeah, they could get away with it back then.
I'll probably try and drop by crossover comics tomorrow. I'll let you know, Coleman. I said earlier I need to go drop off the books. That's the drop off point for the award.
Starting to realize this guy's kind of looking a bit like a feudal Japanese Alfred.
You're right.
I forget which guy this is supposed to be. Ohayou gozaimasu.
It's Master Bruce.
Konnichiwa, Master Bruce. Master Bruce.
Domo arigato, Mr. Bruce. U.S., UK, and Russia versus Germany and Japan. Fair enough. Thought it was a Warhammer thing. God damn it. What did I get myself into? So technically, it's a big risk game.
Okay. And it seems a lot more complicated from what I remember from my friends' games.
Hopefully, I don't want to quit after an hour.
Yeah.
I still want to I got it for I got it as a gift. And I haven't played yet, but it's the what is it again? Firefly board game. Firefly role playing board game. It's just I looked at the rules and I went, oh fuck, I don't have time for this shit. I have to admit, though, with the new schedule, I'm getting a lot more done, so maybe I'll be able to find time for this shit.
I still got to design armor for all these characters. I'll save that for when they're in battle.
That doesn't sound like the samurai way. Oh, you're still on vacation, you for another week, I guess?
Yep, until the 26th. Yeah, my boss texted me when I was running errands, like, "Oh hey, do I have you on the schedule for tomorrow?" I was like, and like a few minutes later, I get a text. Oh wait, no, never mind. I was looking at last week. It's like, oh thank God.
I'm on vacation. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like, I like you, boss, but I'm on vacation. It's a bit tedious, but it's totally worth it rendering the arm like this, piece by piece. This is how you get this.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to put some reflection in it later. Like I'm telling, like I was telling Scotland, and I was like, I'm trying to like not emulate, but trying to do like the coloring more like he did on the book,
Hmm.
on like more selection than blend. And I'm
Yeah.
kind of starting to like the idea of making it look like it's a freaking anime. It's growing on me.
I'm starting to consider just outright buying a 3D printer.
Mm-hmm.
I might just have to look
Yeah.
up some.
Depends what you want to buy. If you want to buy the resin, can I help you? And then there's the other one.
Yeah.
Depends what you want to do. But you should probably do like me and Scotsman and get the freaking so we all have one.
Yeah.
But like I said, it depends what you want to do. If you just want to do figurines and minis, better with the resin.
I was thinking of since you already got the resin,
Mm-hmm.
like we talked about last time.
Getting the LCS one or whatever it is.
Yeah, like the one that has like the thread, whatever, or the filament.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's one for $189.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Those are not super expensive. You just have to shop them though. Make sure that you know.
make sure I get a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest trick is the nozzle and the speed.
Hmm.
Some of them you even have to put them together.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'm gonna cut it short right now. It's past 9, and I'm hungry.
Okay.
Food's ready. They came and tell me the food's ready, and I'm like, dude, it smells like peanut butter Szechuan.
Ooh.
So
Yeah. Oh, you mean like peanut chicken?
yeah, but it's more like peanut Szechuan sauce that they
Okay.
do, and they put that in the rice. Then it's with beef. I'm like, and dude, it smells so freaking good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go eat.
All right.
So thank you everybody in the chat for dropping by, and we'll see you all next weekend.
Later.
Don't forget to go check out our website, inkslayer.com.
Yep, it's merch.
The link is all in the description down below, and there you can find everything from our campaigns, our project coming, and stuff like that.
Yep.
So, have a good one, everyone. Later.
Later.
Sorry if I'm cutting it short, but it really tastes. It's really smelling good. Thank you. Bye.
I see that story first. I feel that story first. I know those people first. When I put them down, they've already lived. And I put them down as I'd like them